Just quick doing. Let me get a quick scroll, bro.
You hear me?
Just quick scroll. Quick scroll.
Couple dopamine hit. And we are live.
Oh.
Everybody always keeps commenting saying, yo, Cal, sing more.
No,
seriously, they have. I've been getting
Nobody
DMs.
said that. They just say, hey, can we just get normal intros to the podcast? We're growing up. We got to keep it civilized. We've got to talk politics and
No one submitted a jingle, by the way.
Oh, but there was loads of people in the comments that said they were going to. Oh, they're like, oh, this is my time. Just
Yeah, and then
haven't done
nobody
it.
submitted anything.
Fucking useless. A lot of them.
Well, they got to send it to jingle@fellas.com.
Oh, fucking hell.
What?
Did we make that?
No, of course we didn't.
Well, we said in the thing, jingle.fellas.com.
Jingle.fellas.com.
Fuck, I'm actually so bored. Why am I making lies up like that?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with me? Like,
I've noticed you've been lying a lot lately.
no, but
just
it's
randomly.
Like, it's just to get a little hit. Because if I can't get a little scroll,
You need to lie.
I need to get a little lie in. Like, yo,
Generation.
like, bro, like, fucking love you, man. That was good. That was a good one.
Nice lie.
Nah, that one give me a little test boost.
Test boost. Oh, someone. Okay, stop. You actually do need help. You start just making noises like you're just some, that weird kid in school.
Yeah, I'm a little soundboard. I like it though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you just actually came from Batch and Arthur's pod. What was that being like? First of all, like doing a little trailer.
Hella autistic.
Was it weird?
Yeah, of course. There's just 3 artists in a room, like, conversating. Shit was getting really weird. We go from talking about fucking, the implications of gonorrhea on grandmothers to Hot Wheels.
Really?
Really. I used to have a fucking cold Hot Wheels collection.
I thought you were going to say a cold looking grandma.
My great grandma was called Minnie.
Yeah.
My
massive.
grandpa was called Cecil. I was actually going through his war letters the other day where he was just writing up a little dime like, yo, just post it out in Japan right now. Hope you lot are good.
I can't tell if you're fucking trolling.
Nah, serious. Cecil,
is this another one of them lies?
No, it's not. Cecil Wood. Like
Cecil Wood.
Yeah, he
Sounds like a Sugon.
Sorry, mate. There's no way.
that was my
Cecil Wood.
Yeah, that was my grandpa. He was in the war. Once nearly died because somebody shot the pin off his grenade attached to his,
See, now that right there.
And he took the grenade off and had to chuck it.
Yeah, he's lying.
That's
That's where you get the lying trait from.
That's one of his best stories. It's one of the only stories he'd ever tell me, actually.
Bro held R2. That's insane.
Yeah.
You're telling me he just caught that and just chucked it back?
Bro, he was different gravy, man. He was a spectrum soldier.
A spectrum soldier. He was autistic.
Well, maybe.
Well, I mean...
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Let me just say, see if I would my granddad was in the war too.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I was in the war...
Did he die?
Nah, he survived a tank explosion. I think I've explained this before.
Yeah.
Here.
Is he dead now?
Oh, yeah. For a min.
Ooh. Yeah, my grandpa had longevity too.
Wait, is he still not Cecil about?
No, he's also dead. Wait,
dead.
did
Why is
die
that
at
funny?
96 though?
He died in 96.
Yeah, that's quite cool, isn't it?
At 96.
Oh.
In the age of 96.
Oh, he lived to 96.
Yeah, he was walking when he died as well. Like, cutting about. Like, he could walk about the gaff and stuff, which is normally not quite common.
Yeah, usually they're cooked.
Yeah. Usually they're over encumbered. Like on like an RPG like Skyrim when you're holding too much weight and it's like, oh, I can't move. I'm over encumbered. Yeah, you've got to like fucking dish out all the metal swords you've been collecting on the floor. You're like, fuck's sake, I was going to sell these. Fuck, load of shit.
What I was going to say was, see if I went to war and I came back, I would lie so much. Like, you can come up with the most horrified stories.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody's
horrified, by the way. Fuck, that's crazy work, bro. You're 30.
How can you drop that on me? Or do you want to know?
There was a really funny one recently in the comments of a clip on the quiz. Remember the quiz we did?
Yeah.
And
on TikTok.
What was it? You said something. And it was like Cloud Game or something.
Cloud Game?
Bro, you said something really
Let me
funny
find
and
it.
somebody reposted what you said and put the geek emoji next to it. And I was dying.
What, little face with glasses?
Oh, yeah. Let me try and find it.
Oh, man, I've been getting cooked lately.
Bro, I need to find this because it was a little gem from you. Nah, you've been on a roll.
Oh, man. I just feel like I've been in my bag lately. Seriously, bro. Like, I feel confident right now.
Yeah, I think we've been doing well, haven't we?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. When life's just rolling.
Where can I find it? Where was the quiz? I just need to...
Just go on the fellas.
We've got it. I need to see this for my own fucking eyes. Just...
You got it.
You said...
Oh, no.
Just dropped Ocean Game.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about oceans.
Yeah.
That's the
That
comment.
is funny. That's mad. You've hit your time limit for the day, buddy. That's how brain rot scrolling
shit.
he is. I'm not gonna lie, Chip. Your grandfather. I'm glad he's dead. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we're just gonna keep this $1.50 between each other,
I'm actually...
I just know he fiddled with your asshole,
It's not...
and you don't know about
he
it.
was a good fucking guy, man. He made a solid porridge, cinnamon porridge, man. He used to fucking cook up a storm. He had a
Yeah, he really had that war food on
he
lock.
had a greenhouse. Used to make like potatoes and tomatoes and shit.
All ration food.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, of
because
course
he's
he
dead.
Nah, mate. When I was playing COD once, he walked past and go, "Fuck, car 98K. Yeah, good fucking weapon that."
He wasn't Russian, was he? That's a Russian weapon, right?
Nah,
there.
but he obviously picked it up on the battlefield, didn't he? Press
Held
X?
square.
Square. Oh, that's how I knew you were a nitty back in the day. On Xbox 360 is.
No, wait, you do give off Xbox 360 vibes.
You know, I'm actually like a console loyalist. Like, it's fucking embarrassing.
What
Like,
Xbox?
I support the brand of Xbox.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm a fan of the company.
Obviously, I
even
went
though-
private school. Poor people had the Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because the 360 fucking dominated in the Europe. Don't give me bullshit, bro.
Well, yeah. If you had peas, you were a PlayStation guy.
Yeah, PlayStation was definitely more affluent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it cost more.
Yeah.
But for no fucking reason. Also, Xbox.
I used to spit on 360
Xbox were
kids.
ahead of the time with Xbox Live and shit. Still ahead of the times with Game Pass.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, fuck
Fuck,
it. My boys,
bro, relax.
But to be fair, PlayStation's got the better game. So
Okay. Now you're
You've got
twerking
both
for them.
though.
yeah, of course I've got both.
Because he's affluent.
Yeah, I've actually got 2 of each. 2 in my office and 2 in the living room, just so I don't have to move them.
That's insane, isn't it?
Sorry?
Yep. And I've actually got 3 because I've also got 2 in Manchester. So
6 consoles.
yeah, just wanted to fucking be out of touch there for a moment. Know what though? I'm very glad that is me, because the younger me like would have been like, oh, if I ever have money, I'm just gonna have a console in every room. I've done that.
Yeah.
No need for it.
Well, there is a need,
Yeah.
so that you don't have to move it between each
Actually,
room.
you know what? I've clocked. I own a lot of technology, like a stupid amount. Like,
You got a Stream Deck?
I've got I've got everything. Like I've got
Switch?
3 PCs. I've got 2 iMacs, 3 iMacs.
Bro thinks it's a gadget show.
I think I want.
Gadget show giveaway.
I think I'm fucking Marquez, whatever the fuck.
Hoonley.
called. Brownlee or something.
Brownlee, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. Why?
Wait, what
Oi,
else you got?
Let
You
me
got-
tell you about that. By the way,
I
that
think it's a bit of a
gadget show
manipulation.
giveaway, I used to always
Bro, I used to get bricked
stupid.
at it.
yeah,
Wasting
honestly,
money.
when they would be there like Walkman, 5 Walkmans, 4 iPods.
Oh, I'd be all over that.
1 iPod Touch.
Me and my mum
Chip,
used to
did you
call
ever
into
watch-
Cartoon Network to enter the competitions that came up in the ad breaks. I'd be convinced of winning. Also, there was a competition to send in your best toy drawings, yeah? And I drew an Apache helicopter with about fucking 25 miniguns on it, killing a bunch of civilians, and sent it in. Thinking, oh, this is going to fucking win. Yeah, and I also came up with the idea of like a baby doll that became real. And like my grandma was telling me like it was a class idea and shit, and it'd always be like, so smart.
Have I ever told this story about the time, Lose Yourself, the Eminem song, right?
Yeah.
So I once memorized that, and I went to my mum and I rapped it from the beginning to the end, right? And I told her it's my own tune that I've been working on, right? And she genuinely, right? She tells me I'm super fucking gifted, like no way, right? She then bells up my auntie, right? And said, do that again, but for your auntie, right? So over the phone, now keep in mind, I'm in Russia at the time. Each minute is costing about a tenner. Right, so I've racked up like 20 quid to rap to my auntie and Lose Yourself.
Oh, bro.
Anyways, Lose Yourself in the mum. You know, I'm doing the full thing, right? Anyways, hang up, right? I've gone back up to my room, right? And I've sat there and the guilt's just like eating me alive. And they're like, I've lied about it. Like they're gonna find out
brilliant.
That ain't my tune. So I've ran back down and I've burst into tears. And I've told my mum, it's not my tune.
I'm so fuck, bro. Oh, why are you crying over it, you fucking little bitch? Why are you crying over it?
No, because the guilt just got me.
Oh,
bro.
that's good. Yo, speaking of rapping, you've just unlocked a core memory for me. There was this game called Def Jam Rap Star. Or was it Superstar? Something like that. And it was a rapping game where you had a microphone just like this one. Plug it into your Xbox. Mate, I must have been about 14 as well, so not that long. I used to be number 1 on the world leaderboards for a lot of the songs on there. Genuinely, me and my mates would jump on it every night and see that this guy had overtaken us. Not just like small or UK leaderboard, like in the world, we'd perfect, because it's all about just essentially the tone or the pitch of the voice. You could go,
so it's like a karaoke song, but
because the game just goes up, down, right? So like that. And we essentially perfected a lot of songs like Tiny Temper on there, Biggie songs and everything. And yeah,
I remember this.
This is it. I fucking loved it. We played it
Rapstar.
non-stop.
Oh, I do remember this.
We played it non-stop. Because I used to like these kind of games. I used to play Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
Guitar Hero,
I was very good at Guitar Hero as well. Like my fingers used to girls used to see that shit and be like, whoa.
Nah, Chip, you need to talk about. Chip needs to talk about, right? This is shocking, right? Throughout Chip's come up, what was your slogan?
Finger blast the like button.
Finger blast the like button, and he'd be going like that on the camera, like that.
I had a merch that said finger blast.
That's insane.
Kids would buy it and wear around convention. I was a kid as well, though, to be fair, but still, I think that was quite cold.
What, walking around with like a finger blast?
Yeah, it's like going against that society, being like, fuck the system, you know?
The system.
You know what? Back in the day as well, I used to have like an American girlfriend. Like,
not rugby girl.
Like, nah, this was like probably, it's like in my 360 days, like when I had a bunk bed and like at the bottom, it was my 360 with my Forza wheel and Guitar Hero. And I used to send her videos of me playing Guitar Hero. I used to tell her I was coming to Florida to compete in a competition. And it would just be the most pixelated video of me just fucking shredding up.
Just strumming away.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's unreal, man. You got some crazy lore.
Me and my mates got some funny stories, man. I remember once we were watching like scary videos, me and Cameron, at his gaff, and I started to pretend to be possessed.
Not shit like that when you're a kid used to hit, you know.
No, but I was fully going for it. I was screaming and crying. And he was like, no, mate, you're all right. Fuck it. It was mental because he wouldn't believe me and I was trying my best to convince him. I was like, trying to break my own fucking...
Nah, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, shit.
Being a kid was the best.
Me and my boys used to... we used to be really into watching scary videos and like going through creepypastas
and then wanking each other off
and researching scary stories. It used to be a thing that we do every night.
Every night?
Yeah, we used to play scary games and shit. And then when we were done with
that... Did you ever go sleepovers with your mate?
Oh, mate, I'd sleep at Cameron's like 2 weeks in a row.
What?
Yeah, I'd be there for like
14 days?
Yeah, and then we'd just fuck off to Wales to a caravan park and just chill there for a bit.
Your parents just didn't give a shit?
Yeah, of course. Why would they? Like,
14 days is a bit mad.
Yeah, but we're just broing out. It builds character.
Stay at his for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we didn't want to be bored at home. We just wanted to chill together, play Diablo 3 all night.
Have I met the Cameron lad?
I
don't think I have.
Nah, you have. You would have met him on that Manchester night.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because Jason, Cameron were there, weren't they?
I remember Jason.
I don't know if Cameron was there.
I don't know if he was, you know.
You would have made a bigger thing about it because you've mentioned it.
Yeah, I remember meeting
Dido and Jason were there.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, man, I just got some fucking wild stories from back in the day. Good times though, eh?
That's nuts, man. You ever steal anything as a kid?
Oh, 100%, bro.
Now, like from a shop, I mean.
Yeah, 100%.
Little
Mate, I
shoplifting.
remember once, like, fucking nicked some shit from old bargains and someone snitched on me. Must have been like, what, year 7, getting caught up with the wrong group. And then I was like, nicking some stuff. Don't encourage
From
this, man.
home bargains.
Yeah, and then what happened? A friend of mine who was doing it as well, had been caught and snitched on me, and they came and just found me and dragged me out, put me in the back of the police car and everything.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave you one of them, like,
And my mum worked for the police, so she was well disappointed in me. Obviously, they was just like kind of just trying to teach you a lesson kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like you watch those
I was
prison
like crying
things.
and shit.
Yeah, classic. Well, when you get mucked up with the police at that age,
but
you're
you
cooked.
need that. You need that. It's good character development too.
It was like those the prison TV shows where they like put the kid in there to like scare them.
Nah, I don't think I'd get scared though. I actually think I'd hold it down. Like what?
What?
You know, that gotta be used. So it was like what?
Yeah. There, yeah.
Like we men.
Have you seen?
What's
Oh
that?
my God! Speaking of which,
What?
tell the people the story about you going for a run.
Oh, of course. I was out in a park nearby, local to my residential area, when 2 men on a bike, balaclavaed up, were approaching me. They were circling the park, and the park's pitch black, and there's not really many lights. Like every 5 minutes, you'll run near a lamppost.
And you're in East London.
I'm in East London, and I started running when it was light, and it just obviously I run so long these days.
Have they
it got
not
dark.
shut the park yet?
No, and
They
at this
must have been
point,
about to.
They were circling around, and they'd gone past me a couple of times. I was like, they're gonna fucking rob me here. So I just fucking bolted it out of the park. I actually didn't take a risk. I was planning to leave a different time, and I was like, I can't risk this.
You definitely were about to be robbed.
Yeah.
I actually don't think they would have caught me. Like
Quicker than a bike.
You had your
You know
carbon,
what?
son.
You know what? Like, if a robber's seeing a runner, did it? Like, surely it's like, I'm probably not going to be able to catch him if they got a little bit of pace on him. I was running at a little pace. I was at a 5:15, but I would have not hesitated to put a little 350 in if needed.
A quick 350
Yeah.
pace. Strong there.
Also, being on a bike, if the person is aware, I think it's pretty hard for them to get hold of you. Right? Because both people on a bike, it's not like super easy to maneuver compared to you just being on your feet.
Yeah, wait, how it was it? I can't imagine
They'd have to get off it and run
I
at
can't
it.
imagine 2 ballied lads are on a tandem bike. So what was the setup?
No, bro, they were on a BMX. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. So what, 2 on like the
one's
pegs
on
at the back?
one's on the back.
On the pegs?
I mean, he could get off very easily, but one's actually riding the bike.
Yeah.
They both had ballies on.
Yeah. It actually looked quite scary. It was
Yeah, no shit. Around fucking East London. Like, yeah, you could have been cooked there. What, you just hit the jets and leave?
Yeah, because to be fair, for a runner, you know they're going to have the phone, watch, and some headphones on them. It's an easy fucking pull, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Until you get caught with a fucking swift one to the jaw from Triple Crimes.
Oos.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you'll be glad to know, Chip. We've got the group holiday booked and sorted post-marathon, which is absolutely banging. And this is probably a good time to introduce today's sponsors. Revolut!
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
go.
As you guys know, and we've done in our previous reads, and my favorite thing about working with Revolut is the fact that it gives you guys the opportunity to get a free £20 if you follow the very simple steps.
I love that.
Now, obviously, I've booked, and you've gone a little bit quiet. So how come is it as soon as I start asking for my money for the holiday that I've booked for us and the boys, you go quiet?
I'm there.
But the money is not there.
It will be.
Okay, soon, please.
Yep.
If you want to easily earn £20, then good news, because Revolut is offering you £20 when you sign up and you spend just once.
Revolut is a financial super app used by 50 plus million people worldwide.
It's simple and easy to use, from everyday spending to saving and even travel benefits.
Yes.
We're not joking when we say if you sign up, obviously use our link, make sure you use our link, that's so important, and then you spend once, you genuinely will just get a free £20 that you can go and spend on maybe your own holiday, or maybe just going down the shop. You can spend it on whatever you want. Is your £20.
Hell yeah. Easy payments, just enter the chat. Revolut just made sending, chasing, and receiving money super simple with their fuss-free money transfers. Just hit send.
Genuinely, It cannot be easier. There is no excuse to get this paid. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried now.
Yeah, thanks to Revolut though.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
beforehand, you were in big trouble.
Well, now I know it's easy. I could get it over to you. It's no problem. Plus free, in fact.
So Revolut has this fantastic feature which means that you can receive your salary a day earlier than usual. That is unreal.
I can't argue with that. Let's talk about savings. Open an account in seconds, earn great interest paid daily, withdraw anytime, and no minimum deposit.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty special.
Hell yeah.
Watch your savings grow day by day with Revolut's highest ever saving rates. Now they've heard all that, Chip, tell them how they can get hold of that free £20.
Look, download Revolut with our link, use your card, get £20.
You must be 18 plus, T's and C's, and an end date applies. Catch them via the link in our description. Man United's new stadium. Holy circus.
By the way, I think it looks weird, but it's a fucking sick idea because that is a landmark that they're building. They're not building a stadium. They are building something that people from all over the world will want to see because it's probably going to be. It's the most outrageous stadium ever. There is nothing like that.
But let me just say, I feel like in concepts,
Yep.
it always looks mad. And then when you see it in person, you go,
Maybe that could be the case, but I imagine the people designing the Manchester United Stadium, it's going to look fucking right. It's going to be good. It's not going to be just fucking Larry from over scaffolding, is it?
no.
Even though he'd probably do a good job and probably will be working on it, so shout out to Larry. But the architects designing it, I've got faith in them. Probably some Mancunian architect.
Well, yeah, mate, do you not just think
could
it
be wrong on
genuinely looks like a circus?
Yeah, the tent thing does have that circus vibe to it, but I just think like it's just fucking unique. It is cool as fuck. On the concept, it looks cool as fuck.
Do you actually think so? I don't love
Also, I like the idea that it does actually represent the logo because it's got the trident. The three
is that what it's supposed to be? Oh, okay.
Which I think is kind of cool.
That is quite nice.
I could definitely see why people don't like it though.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you, if it is genuinely 100,000 seater,
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
that is unreal. And the one thing I do really like about it is that it kind of feels like, Quidditch in fucking Harry Potter,
yeah.
where the sides are steep and it's like on top.
Like, bro,
That's insane.
that was really cool. 5 years it's going to take, and it's going to be a new stadium completely.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that though?
I don't mind, man. It's time for like Sir Alex said, it's time for new history to be created in a new stadium.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's just probably, mate, we had a leak in City Roof. It's probably for the best. You know, it had to happen at some point.
But it does make me think, like, obviously, as a Liverpool fan,
Yeah.
like, I'm really glad that they just restored Anfield and just built upon Anfield.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much history there. Like, Old Trafford is fucking mental. Like, could you imagine? The thing is, I don't think it will.
But are they calling it
stadium?
on the date? There was a tweet saying on like the date sheets or something. It's called New Trafford.
Oh no, surely not. Actually, maybe.
Which actually just makes sense, I guess.
That does make sense.
At least it's not some fucking sponsored bollocks.
Well, not yet.
Right, yeah,
mate.
right.
They're definitely going to do that. They're definitely.
Somebody said it
that.
should be called a Trident, and I fucking loved that. I like that a lot. Sounds fucking.
Yeah, it does.
Trident Arena.
Oh, I don't like the word arena.
Nah, I just think the Trident. Like, where are they playing? Are they playing?
But
at
it's
the
not a
Trident?
stadium though.
It is.
But it's an arena, bro. Like, that is a fucking arena.
Yeah, but you could say that about Spurs' gaff.
Like,
Spurs' gaff class.
I would say
Yeah.
it's more like a stadium though.
That is a stadium too. I'll tell you what is weird though, is like this netting thing, right? Or like, what is that made out of?
Not sure. I mean,
The stuff that goes
Oh,
around.
so it's made out of like some materials which can use solar energy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
like solar. It's like
Yeah,
actually.
look, here we
I
go.
read-
Solar
yeah.
energy
Harvest
harvests
rainwater.
rainwater.
Okay, if they can keep that thing clean,
Yeah,
it might look quite
yeah.
cool. But
because if it gets moldy and shit, it'll look crap. But I imagine they thought of that.
yeah,
Yeah, you like to think so.
yeah, exactly. Anyways, that looks fucking sick.
Yeah,
No, sorry. I mean, if it looks
how it
like
does,
that,
then it'll
and
be
it
sick.
just, I don't know. I feel like concepts always bait you in though.
Yeah,
Who knows?
true. It might not end up looking as good, but fingers crossed, baby.
Right. So we went on to the Reddit,
Yep.
r/ask Reddit, and we got open a few of the things, and it was all talking about students that had slept with with their teacher.
What?
Yeah.
That's just nonsense, though.
So basically, students that slept with their teacher, and where are they now?
Yes. So let me just read through the first one for you here. My sister, this guy's really locked in here. My sister started sleeping with her professor in college while she was... Any danger, Prod?
Can't see. There's something on the screen, but
there we go. My sister started sleeping with her professor in college while she was still taking his class. He was in his 50s and she was 21. They lived together for 2 or 3 years, ended up getting married. He then proposed, 2 years and got married. He then proposed that they bring in an ex-girlfriend of his for a threesome. My sister liked that so much that it awakened something in her. Why is he talking about his sister like this? That's weird.
This is so strange.
She started sleeping with other women, ended up divorcing him, and openly came out as gay 6 months later. I mean, fair. It's like, look, if that happens. But by the way, talking about your sister in this way seems...
That's just 2 mental stories combined in one.
Does it?
Yeah,
my sister liked that so much that she awakened something.
He might
in her.
just be a bit simple, and he thinks that's the correct way of wording it. He's probably just saying his sister likes women. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. Well, a bit dodgy that. All right, Chip, you do the other one.
By the way, can I just say, this is actually from the situation that's been addressed on the Reddit. This seems an okay outcome. I'm happy with this outcome personally.
It's not bad.
She started sleeping with other women, ended up...
She was 21.
First.
Yeah.
And he was 50. That's fucking weird.
Okay,
he's been
weird.
the creep
we know that.
But they were together for 2-3 years and married.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she just realized, I'm trying to get something else.
Do you know anyone, by the way, like late on in life that's come out as gay?
Late on in life?
Yeah, it's in like late age, like mid-20s.
That's not really like 24. I mean,
24, 25 is pretty late.
Do you think? Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think I know anyone. No.
More so the fact that was just the moment that she realized she was gay. Like, it's not like, there's a difference because some people a lot of the time they realize, or they realize much younger, but they don't come out until they're much older. Whereas this sounds like they realized quite late.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild. All right, next one, Chip.
All right, a friend of mine dated a teacher at our school. She'd taken the long way through high school and was 19. He was a new teacher and 22. They met outside school and decided to keep it quiet once they discovered he worked at her school. He was never her teacher, but taught a parallel class. They moved in after graduation, and I believe they're still together. That's not that. That's
to be fair, being a teacher at 22, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, and she's 19. It's small age.
Fair.
Fair. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, really.
It happened to a friend of mine, an immigrant taking English classes. He was 20 and the teacher was 26. I believe after the classes ended, he asked her out. A couple of years later, they were married.
These are all okay. Like, that's not too
close
bad.
in age.
Like, the only bad thing is, maybe you shouldn't date a student. Yeah. But in terms of like...
Yeah, but you got to remember at 20, we're not talking about school here. We're talking about
these
uni.
are like college, uni, like...
Maybe later in uni, I don't know.
Developed humans. All right, scroll down. Once a girl turned 18, it was a running joke that Mrs. A, for anonymity, have I said that wrong? would start paying
anonymity.
I can't even say that word.
Anonymity.
Would start paying you attention. Mrs. A had a drawer that was allegedly full of panties and thongs that these girls would give her for passes in English. It was all a rumor, and we never thought anything of it until about 10 years after high school at a reunion. The girls got drunk and spoke about how Mrs. A would ask for their underwear in exchange for not only passing class, but for alcohol. They went on to describe that they would remove their panties and watch Mrs. A take a sniff before being handed a bottle. Mrs. A was later actually charged with grooming offences, so something must have happened. What?
Fucking hell, bro.
Now we've got a bad one.
That is insane.
Whoa.
Miss A was on, like, that's just, like, not even trying to hide it, though. Just straight up, like, your underwear.
She took
bottle
a sniff
of vodka
in front
for
of
you
them as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It weren't even like she was just raw dogging that. She did not give a shit.
All right, when you're 18,
Yep.
and you're at school and teacher asks you for your boxers in exchange for a 6-pack,
You probably
I'm not doing it for a six pack, but if you want to give me an A,
All right, a bottle of vodka.
I would have valued an A, so my parents would have been
No,
happy.
wait, what the fuck? You can just go to the shop and buy it yourself. Say you're 16, you're going to a house party, and all you need to do is give your teacher a pair of boxers. Are you doing it?
What am I don't want the alcohol though. I'm telling you, an A was so much more valuable.
16,
At
yeah.
16, to get a bottle of vodka to take to a house party is fucking gold dust.
Mate, I probably, fuck it, why not?
Nah, man.
No, I'm not giving my good boxes away though, like fucking...
The CKs are staying in the drawer.
None of my Greg's boxes, shit like that. That's
Just
fucking
the Primarks.
Yeah, my little Primarks have got a couple holes and stains in them.
I wonder if you get extra if there's a hole or a stain in them.
Oh,
Or is
probably.
it the athletic apparel?
Oh,
Them ones.
probably. If you're a real fucking smart one, you just nut on them before and then hand them over.
What the fuck, bro?
You're a real smart cookie if you know what you're doing.
You're getting the beer and the A.
Hey, look, I'm playing the game. I don't let the game play me.
Good man. All right, here we go. She was 24, first year.
Scroll down.
Sorry, bro.
She was 24, first year US history teacher and girls coach. I was a cocky 18-year-old senior with everything planned out, so I didn't need anyone's help. She took an interest in me, she later admitted, because I had a big mouth and she needed to figure out how to shut it.
What?
Her words.
Damn.
Total professional through my final year, nothing shady or improper, but she became my resource for when my initial plans fell apart. 12 months after I graduated and I was back from a tour in Korea, I reached out by stopping by the school. It was probably one of the best months of my life till I had to ship off to another army post. We promised to stay in touch, but this was back in 1993, 94, no cell phones, and I'd never heard of the internet at that point. I checked up on her several years later, I think 2006 or so, when I got back from my last tour in Afghanistan. Cancer took her in 2004. R.I.P. Laurie, I still dream about you. Damn, that just...
So she didn't even live till 40, man.
Yeah, cheers for the maths on that one.
No problem. I don't like to hear about that. I still dream about you. Fuck, that one's that hitting deep.
Damn,
So,
you know what's mad is that no matter what, when he like dates another woman or like marries her, he's gonna think about Laurie.
it's deep, man. It's just deep in it. Like, you know, we sometimes have to remind ourselves that like today could be the last day and we should always love each other.
Well, like I always say, mate, look, the odds are not in our favor here. A couple of us are gonna have cancer, and that's unfortunately the way the cookie crumbles.
Not me.
So if you guys are listening to this right now, why don't you just do something today that you wouldn't usually do?
I like that.
Yeah.
Push yourself out a little bit.
No, I don't, and I'm not even on like a I'll go doing 10 push-ups in the corner. You know, I'm not talking about that.
Not like a free.
I'm talking about right now.
Go take a
Just
walk.
go buy a cupcake.
Go take a walk.
Go for a walk.
Do something that your brain ain't used to.
Go and text somebody and say, "Yo, do you want to just grab a beer?"
Yeah. Or go text them. Say, yo, I saw that thing you did the other day. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Just something simple.
something nice.
Do something that
just
positive.
do that.
And you'll feel good about it.
Because, like you said, maybe tomorrow you're cooked. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let us know, guys, if there's any. I feel like Reddit's a gold mine, so do let us know if there are any sick subreddits that we can jump on.
Those were pretty tame, to be fair.
No, but it's quite good because sometimes Poddy likes to go on like that incest
It's
one.
nice to hear the
You
ones
like
that-
the incest
No,
one.
don't get me
I don't
tied
like
into
incest.
that.
No,
I don't
you
like-
both of you used to love reading out the
It's
incest
just
one.
crazy, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you need to just do a weird, not even a weird thing, just a one-off thing every once in a while. People always say, "Oh, like every day do something new." No, fuck that, man. That's tiring.
You need a little bit of repetition in the rhythm.
Yeah, then it doesn't feel too
Yo,
special.
I got a new video game for you and the missus, for Truffle Pig.
Come on, then.
It's called Split Faction. Type in Split Faction.
He's working, bro.
Can I quickly type it in for you? That's all good, prod. I'll just Google it. Just want to double check it's right. It's by the people that made It Takes Two.
Oh,
Split
okay.
Fiction.
Split fiction.
Yeah.
Hey.
And it's about like a story of two writers that get stuck in their own stories and like
Mad.
you have to play them both. Apparently it's good.
You know what?
Got 10 out of 10 on Steam.
I'm excited for
What?
is Inside number 2.
Oh, hello.
Because the lineups have been announced,
Yeah.
and our boy George Clark is in there.
Georgie Clark, the good boy Georgie
It's
Clark.
funny though, because if you remember back to the Sidemen charity match, they essentially had to pretend like they never knew each other. Have you seen that? Like the time where they first meet each other is on an IRL stream at that. Remember when we
At
went
the
to the
football,
Watford
yeah.
Power League, and it's so funny because George, like, he goes, "Hi, I'm Jason," and George goes, "Oh, Jason, like, how do you pronounce that?" And you're there like, "How else do you pronounce Jason?" And it's been like a pretty known thing that George is in inside.
Yeah,
people have found leaks.
And he was like teasing it a little bit.
Yeah, he was. I'm really excited to see how this series goes. I watched the whole last series and I really enjoyed it.
Yep.
And we already had Simon on as well that said they're doing like a US version as well.
That's so cool.
That's going to be mental to see who's lined up for that one. But if we go through the lineup here really quick, we've got PK Humble.
Big personality.
Mega personality. Really funny guy.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see him. He's going to be jokes. DDG.
The rapper.
Not sure how he's going to get on. I feel like a lot of the time rappers try and act really cool.
Nah, I feel like he's a little bit different. I've seen a couple of stream clips before and he gets about.
Yeah, all right. Then, no, well, look, I'm not judging yet. We haven't watched it. So we've obviously got, now this one is insane. I had actually heard about this.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say anything. But Patrice
It's
Evra.
so mental that they got him.
What the fuck?
Like how?
How old is Patrice Evra?
It's got to be like
I reckon
45.
40. Nah, not that old.
45,
Early 40s maybe?
Early 40s. Give it a Google.
Mate, when I found out that he was on Inside, that is insane.
He's such a joker.
43.
Buzzing
43.
about this. 43 fairs.
And he's on here. You know what? Credit to Patrice Evra's management. They know what they're doing by getting him in this.
Gonna get eyeballs, man.
A lot of eyeballs and from a younger audience as well.
Yeah.
Not the usual tuning in to watch the Champions League or whatever it is. You know what I'm trying to say? So big up to Patrice Evra. I'm really excited to see how he comes across here because he will definitely stand out purely on the terms of like a maturity basis here. He's I believe the oldest one there. Very excited to see how he gets on. Personally, I'm not one of the, I don't love Patrice Evra and his personality, but I feel like this show is an opportunity for him to actually get a lot of fans. Not that people are going to be like, mate, it's fucking Patrice Evra. He's already massive. Like, no, you don't realize you're talking to a US audience here because it's on Netflix globally.
Yep.
Loads of people watching this will have no idea who Patrice Evra is.
Yeah, no,
so he's got a real chance.
Big.
My boy, the weed.
Jason.
I'm so hyped about this.
He's going to be brilliant on it.
I have such a soft spot for this guy ever since the charity match.
Yeah, he's
big fan of him.
He's a good lad.
Dylan Page.
He did something for us on the Fellas Loaded trailer once, on the Fellas trailer.
I will forever
TikTok
be
news guy.
I will forever be in debt to him for helping us out with that. Incredible bloke. Interested to see how he gets on here. Obviously, with a lot of these TikTokers, and particularly him because he's doing news.
It's a different vibe, isn't it?
It is a different vibe. It's very much like a formal setup. Yeah. I'd be curious to see how Dylan Page comes across here.
Whitney Brown, you familiar with? Because remember, I'm sometimes out of touch with like internet personalities.
Yeah, well, this isn't an internet personality. I believe this is a Love Islander.
I couldn't find her Instagram.
You couldn't?
No.
Well,
she got you blocked, mate.
That would be odd.
You typed it into Google. Well, you're typing in Whitney Houston there, mate, so that's probably not going to bring it up.
Yeah, no.
Whitney, what was her last name?
Whitney Brown.
But it was Whitney Brown S.
Is it not the top one there?
That's TikTok, bro.
Oh, it's TikTok Whit Browns.
What has she
deleted? That is her, though.
Linktree. Click the Linktree. IG.
Yeah, told you.
Oh, she's taking it down. That's
maybe she's been banned.
Interesting. Maybe, yeah. Or maybe she's just not fucking with Instagram
Whitney
anymore.
Adebayo.
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess she's not on socials for now. I imagine.
No, she's on TikTok. 500,000.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Not on Instagram then. I wonder if that is
could be just
for a particular reason.
Instagram can plague the mind at times. You have to be careful.
Valid. Yeah, you might be getting a lot of shit.
But when it's your job.
When it's your job, you should.
I mean, it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's your choice whether you want to have it or not. You understand the pros and the cons. You can still do
the other platforms, but yeah, obviously it hinders you technically.
I think though, seriously, you probably make more money off of TikTok than you would Instagram in terms of like a career choice. So
no,
do you reckon?
No
you don't think so?
No way.
Instagram
value is way higher.
Yeah, I think Instagram's the one.
Huh.
100%.
Yeah, I suppose you have Reels as well. But
Reels TikTok you don't make money off, but you have more value to a brand.
There's more personality on Instagram. There's more connection. TikTok's like mindless scrolling at times, whereas Instagram you might see a friend's reel and be like, yeah.
We were actually chatting about this, myself, Aiden and Lewis. TikTok now, it's so much harder to grow followers than what it used to be.
It's harder.
Mate,
now.
Back in the day, you used to rely on that follow page so much, or like following to be pushed it in the algorithm.
Sorry, you talk about TikTok here or Instagram?
TikTok.
Okay.
So now, obviously, on TikTok, you can be religiously fed that person's videos without following them. So you'll never think to follow them.
So what was the difference before?
So your algorithm was very much built off who you followed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas now, it's so user generated from like behaviors.
Yeah.
You don't need to follow people to be fed their videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you wouldn't think subconsciously, I need to follow that person.
like
of course.
By the way, this is like a mega bonus to being early on a platform. I'll just pull up this info right here.
Go on.
So I have 1 million TikTok followers, right?
Yep.
And not early doors, but certainly before what it is now, I was uploading a fair bit, but not loads. And I gained that 1 million followers, right?
Yeah.
And just recently, I had a 2.2 million viewed video. Now, back then, I'm not even shitting you. That's gaining me anywhere between 60 to 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
If I got a 2.2 million viewed video. On that video, in the last 7 days, that's the only time I posted a video, I've gained 7.8K.
Ooh, wow.
On a 2.2 million view video.
Not many then.
So that just goes to show, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not very consistent with it. I get it. But just like you're right in terms of it's so much more difficult now to grow on the platform. And this is why when there is a new platform, you got to hammer it early doors. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Mandy. We have got the Sisters in the City coming on. So Mandy's going to be on the podcast. She, for me, my girlfriend, told me about her and her podcast, Sister in the City. And I'd seen a few TikToks come up, which was essentially, and they were all branded Mandycore. And they are the funny, like, she is absolutely outrageous, but so like, she is like, not a man hater, but a man hater, essentially. So it's going to go one of two ways for her on this show.
Okay.
She is either going to be like, because she is fucking hilarious, but the Sidemen audience, and I know that I was saying that Netflix is bigger than that, but if the Sidemen's audience logged on, she might struggle. But I think she's quite funny.
They didn't like Mamrika, did they?
No, they didn't. By the way, you're low on battery, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. So we've got Mandy there. I think she'll be a much needed personality in here, but I'll be curious to see which way the fans go about her.
Millie Jo McLaughlin,
McLaughlin, I guess.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
Yeah, she's been on TikTok for ages.
TikToker?
Yeah. Big TikToker, I think. And is she the one that's dating the Ryan, Josh Ryan? Do you ever watch those? I watch Moyo
Ryan.
and Josh. They're really good.
Can you show me Josh Ryan?
Josh Ryan's a Brummy lad, isn't he?
Yeah,
I know it. The good looking lad. Quite good looking lad.
Yeah. Those pictures are kind of old. They're doing them a bit dirty. I won't lie. Google's doing them pretty dirty here.
I do know him.
Josh Ryan TikTok.
I feel like I've met him. I just need to put the face to the name.
We met him at the charity match.
Yes, I've met him a couple times then, actually.
Yeah.
God, he's got 3.8 mil.
Yeah, man. He's fucking serious, bro.
Yeah.
I remember, here's a little story, and if it's not this guy, then I apologize, but I'm pretty sure I did a Sports Direct thing a long time ago.
Yep.
And he came up to me and said, like, he just asked me for tips on how to grow. And I'll be honest, I didn't really know much about TikTok, but it's crazy and he definitely didn't have millions of followers when he was speaking to me then. He would have had a few, but not millions. But I remember him being really, really polite, and him and that Moyo guy, I think the Moyo guy was there as well. They both came up to me and said hello, or definitely the Josh guy, I don't know. But yeah, it's cool to see now he's at like 3+ mil followers. He's doing his fucking thing. So, but we completely went off topic here. This Millie Jo,
Go on, I can say it.
McLaughlin. Fuck, when it's written down,
so I was butchering it. I was butchering it.
McLaughlin. No, it's not that. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Not 100% sure, familiar with the content.
Nope.
So we'll just have to hold our hands up. But obviously,
but we'll find out.
a massive TikToker and an insane opportunity.
This one's
Never heard of this person.
F don't care. Is that what that says?
It looks like a spelling error. I'll be honest with you, Prod. It looks like a spelling
it's
error.
not,
Oh, it's
bro.
just the
Look, this
at.
is her user.
Okay.
And then her name, it says Shamrock here.
Shamrock. Is that?
Maybe that's her.
Yeah, maybe that is her name.
I'll be honest
Cool.
with you.
Scroll down. What kind of content we're looking at?
TikTok short form vibes. Damn, bro. I am. Oh my gosh, she dropped a blood. Oh my god. Hold on a second. She dropped a blood gang sign. Yeah, she's cooked.
I'm so out of the loop, man.
She driving a plane, flying a plane. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This one, I'm not familiar with, but that's why these shows are so
That's why
amazing,
they're
because
good.
a star can be
You
born.
find the little hidden gems that come out of nowhere, even though they're already kind of like creators and they're big. You know, they got numbers, but this we're talking bigger.
Well, it's great because this is the
Even
ultimate
bigger.
scouting tool for the Fella Studio. So
Maya Mills.
Maya Mills, yeah,
Noun.
she's famous, right?
Yeah, because I know that name for
yeah.
sure.
Is it? Was she?
I know
Was
that
she the
name.
one that had beef with Tennessee?
You're
maybe
asking the
not.
wrong guy. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is that? The person they had boxing? She had a boxing fight with. They both had a boxing fight, or
Maybe.
Oh, no, they both dated Digga D.
Oh,
okay.
okay. All
Got
right.
you.
Fairs. Yeah. Again, could bang. I mean, Tennessee blew up a little bit on Locked In.
Yeah.
So you never know.
No, to be fair, yeah, the Danny and Tennessee thing went crazy on Locked In, didn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe Maya Mills will come
Little
out with a
power couple came from
boyfriend
that.
from inside.
And then last
Sinner.
one, Sinner.
Streamer.
Oh, yes, I do know Sinner, if that's how you pronounce it, because I always see like her clips with Valkyrie on Twitter.
Yeah, she is a big
There was just
YouTube-
like a clip recently. There was like a situation recently where I think
Oh my God.
it's her, where they get stalked.
Yeah, and the guy says, I'm going to fucking kill you or whatever.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Because
So
they were doing like their own girl like cis-a-thon thing, like a subathon, but like female version. Like.
Uh-huh.
And they were out in public, and the whole thing was that they didn't have security, and like public stars like they should have security.
Yeah, but isn't that weird that everybody's there like, oh, where's your security? How about the fucking
guy,
weirdo
Yeah.
that is, but what's crazy is earlier he's taken a photo with them, then like 5-10 minutes or whatever passes, and he comes by and he's like essentially chasing these girls down.
And that is scary as fuck.
Mate.
But yeah, definitely fuck that guy needs his fucking headshots. Maybe a wobble.
Well, now he needs to be put away, bro.
Lock
That
it up
is
for a little
such
bit.
strange fucking behavior.
Yeah, and hopefully the girls now.
Do you ever
security every
sometimes
time.
like think, when you hear about these blokes,
Yeah.
who's raised them?
I don't even think it's that, you know,
Bro.
Because I genuinely don't think this type of stuff is due to being raised. I think it's people getting caught up online. They spend a
In
lot of
incel
time
behavior.
online
Yeah.
and they get caught up in like
Yeah.
these incel communities.
Bro, when you get subjected to that shit, some people can't like handle it and go off the rails. Like you can be in an incel community and not be fucking weird like this. But majority of the time, like the deeper you go, the weirder it just fucking
More red
becomes.
pilly,
Do you
Yeah,
And
think
the more
it's
red pill
like
you
the
become,
longer
and the
people
more
are in incel communities, the more they lose touch of social cues?
potentially.
and, like,
I don't
what is
want to
right
say
and
it's
what
all
is
down
wrong.
to that, but yeah, that is definitely playing a massive part.
Yeah.
You know, you get deep into those communities, the shit they're saying about other humans is fucking wild.
Vile. Yeah.
And then they start to disregard just certain members of society and think they can treat them like shit and then do stuff
Do
like
shit like
this.
that.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, fuck, it's a little bit crazy. Like, can't we just all play GTA 6 and chill?
Yeah, why not?
Fuck.
Fuck, man. Oh, wait. By the way, you and Stanley, low-key fraud watch, keep promising me some sort of fucking trailer. just
Trailer,
not
beginning
getting
of
a trailer.
April, GTA 2. Good insider.
Yeah, go on. Who is it?
Don't know, I just saw it in a tweet.
Yeah, well, you promised me a fucking
Well, this is the first time.
Super Bowl lad.
This is the first time somebody's actually said, like an insider said. The rest has always just been people speculating because they're fucking waiting and trying to figure out theories.
Fine.
Like, a little bits of a trailer. This
So you're
is the-
telling me early April
This
I'm
is
waiting.
the first time a source has leaked it or whatever. It's saying,
Fuck, man. If they're doing early April, that means this game's dropping like November, December. Innit?
It will be coming out in October and November, I reckon.
Oh, man.
It will not be December. I don't think
Yeah.
traditionally they do that.
Yeah, but for
November
Christmas.
feels right.
November does feel right. November
December's
17th
too
feels great.
Yo, they're saying it's going to cost $100. So
Don't
what-
care. I'll pay $1,000 million
Yeah,
for
but a
that
lot
game.
of people
Give me
are angry
14 of
'cause
them right now.
They think it sets a precedent for video games costing more going forward. And you know what? Like, to be fair, for GTA, I don't fucking mind because I know it's going to be like the best game ever. I don't mind paying a little bit more for a product that's going to last 10 years and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to have the best time ever with it, sink hours into it. I don't mind.
Also,
The problem is people complain that this game costs like that. XQC did a great tweet about it saying, oh, it's cost $100, like it's fucking bullshit. But they'll go out and play some shit game where the devs are always taking the piss, but sink $300, $400 into skins over the year.
Yeah.
FIFA, for example, is fucking shit, right?
Yeah.
And every year the same people buy it, buy the
Spend
FIFA
it.
points, spend, and then what? You're going to complain when GTA just costs $100?
which, by the way, has taken like 10 years to make.
And you know, traditionally Rockstar always deliver. They do not under-deliver. It will be a surprise to the world if the game is bad.
Yeah.
So they come out, they make it $100 because they know it's going to be fucking good.
I'm not even joking, bro. Make that shit $150, $200. It's not going to change a thing. People understand what they're getting here. And like you said, what other, even just item in your house do you get for fucking 10 years? Cold. Except for, I'm not going to lie, there's a set of pots and pans that I've had for time.
Back it a bit. I know I don't want to, make it because it's expensive. Like it's expensive just generally life right now. Okay, so I'm not trying to say, oh, fucking bring the price of something people love. Games need to be accessible to all, and it's expensive to get games console and then go and spend $100 on a game. Like it's quite expensive. Like as a teenager, I wouldn't have been able to do that. It was already a struggle to get a £40 game. Like that was a struggle. I'd have to trade in games and all that kind of shit. I think once a one-off,
one in every 10 years.
If they're gonna do it, like fuck, you're just not gonna. I just save and lock in because this fucker is. It's coming.
You got time.
You got time to save for this.
Not 9 months or something to save up.
It's annoying, but bro, you go to the cinema, yeah. In London, the cinema can be quite expensive, £15 to £20 at like a view.
At least,
yeah. You sat there for 2 hours. That's already a third of a game that you've spent on the ticket. A game will give you you can get years out of a video game.
Yeah.
Like years and so many core memories with friends. You know what I mean? Like Modern Warfare 2, man. It would have been 40 quid when it came out for us, right?
Yeah.
The best 40 quid I've ever spent. And if it was £60,
Do you reckon that's the case, by the way?
If it was £60, I would say the same. And if it was £100, I would say the same. If it was £200,
that's a good shout, Prod.
I would not be regretting it now.
Yeah. What is Modern Warfare 2 the best £40 you've ever spent?
Yeah, I think it's either between that or like something like GTA 5, right? I actually remember when GTA 5 came out, it did cost a bit more.
Yeah.
I think it might have been 45, 50.
Yeah, and people were kicking off, same thing.
Yeah. What are games now? They're at 60?
More, mate.
Go on
80?
Go on to games.
70 quid, 69.99.
Yeah, let's go find a standard game.
Give me a game that came out recently so we can gauge it.
Oh, fuck. Avowed. That's the only one
am I spelling that?
AVOWED. It's a decent game that's come out on Xbox recently.
Avowed.
Just type in game.co.uk.
Let's see if it... Here you go.
Okay, so 65 on Berry.
75 of the limited
65
edition.
seems to be...
For the base one.
Shout out to Shop 2, though. Doing it for 47. Is that legit? Fuck.
Never
Shop
know
2.
that. Shop 2 was the one that I used to get the game
free
early.
brand deal here, but back in the day when we were playing Shop 2, you'd order and you would get the game through the post like 2 days early.
I reckon you lot have said that story about 60,000 times on this podcast.
Good. Because that is the reason why we are
always
up.
new listeners coming in and they need to know. I wonder because I don't buy games like that and most people don't now. I wonder if there's a place still doing that to keep customers.
Yeah.
Because everyone's buying digitally, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But the problem is when GTA comes out, we said this, they're not going to do a disc release like on release day because there'll be the same problem. People will have it early.
Yeah.
There will be a disc release because they
but
won't
do you
miss
reckon
out
it'll
on
be
that.
on the same time?
Because if you do a disc release,
so.
right, they're probably getting more of the profit than a
Then
digital
sharing
release.
it with the
If
platform.
someone's buying it on a digital marketplace, PlayStation will be like, oh, we should get
We're taking 10, 20 quid of this.
We're taking a bigger cut because we provide all the consumers of the marketplace, everything. Whereas if it's a physical copy.
What were you telling me about in the pub about them locking the game?
Yeah, you can lock it like a region lock a game where it opens up for everyone at the same time. Some publishers or developers do that. I don't know if they will do that. I imagine.
So what, Australia don't get it before we do that?
Yeah,
type
but
of thing?
a lot of them still are not asked, and it is the case. Like I'll switch my Xbox to New Zealand all the time if I really want to play something early.
Yeah. Right, let's talk about another thing that popped up, and I watched it yesterday. Ballers League. It's like a football league that has started up. You've obviously got Simon as a captain, one Toby, Ginge. JJ's just like an ambassador. I've seen like John Terry on there, Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker, Mika Richards all have a team. There's a bunch more as well.
Oh, so that's the teams and managers. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go for them.
Yeah. Okay,
All right. Okay. So you got Louis Figo. Luis
Figo.
Figo. Trenebol FC.
Treble FC.
Treble FC. Toby with Vision FC.
Yep.
Shearer, Lineker, and Richards as Depor Trio. Don't like that name. It's quite hard to say.
Sharky's got a team, SDSFC.
Yeah.
You know what? After my performance, maybe yours as well, in a charity match, we should be on there with a team.
Mate, imagine we had the Fellas FC.
Team would be good. Fellas FC. Because I could be the manager, obviously, with my record. That means it's obvious.
Unbeaten in 90. Like, I'd be able to chip in.
That's fair, but if a game was to ever go into penalties, we know you can get it done. So I'll be more than happy for you to be my assistant manager. I saw the way you made subs. You're actually really good at that, and I'd be happy for you to be in charge of making the subs. Just telling people who need to come on and off for me. John Terry with 26ers.
Lehman.
Yep, go on.
Lehman, Perez, Freddie, N5 FC. I'm not a big fan of the names. The 26ers, the N5 FC. Obviously, Ginger's got...
our main boy. United. So sorry, Simon with M7 FC and Dave with Santana.
There's actually a team missing from here, and it's Clint.
Here we
go. Clint 419.
FC rules
which is Cortez. I still don't know how to pronounce that thing. Cortez. It's a popular clothing brand here in the UK. Ian Wright and Chloe Kelly. They've got one, and Alicia Lehman and Maya Jama.
Well, if they ever do another season, at least now they will have watched this clip and know that we'd be willing to put in a shift.
No.
No,
because I watched it. Let me tell you about the draft.
Yeah,
now,
tell you.
The concept of Ballers League is great. The concept of a draft is amazing. Love it, love it, love it. What I didn't love, and I went and had a look at the comments as well, the production, and let me just say, the money floating around here, I have heard rumors of some of the money that's being paid around here is a lot of cash. And the production that I saw on that thing would not be, I'm not even joking, Chip, if that was on the Fellas YouTube channel, we'd be furious.
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really comment, but I trust obviously your opinion on this.
It was so bad. And keep in mind, this was on Sky Sports Football TV channel.
You know when something like this happens, right? So this production company that's obviously done a fucking stinky job, they have obviously signed on to probably do the season here or whatever. What's going to happen? They can't keep running with this. So what's the plan?
Straight up, it cannot continue with that level of production.
Any production company that would let that go out in the first place ain't fit to do it anymore, in my opinion, because it just, that's shambolic. I've not seen it, but if I'm trusting you here on it,
mate, I know
Elliot was saying similar.
It's one of those, mate, where from a Sky Sports TV perspective, keep in mind, like I said, this is on one of their biggest TV channels, Sky Sports Football. They will be saying to Ballers League, and this wouldn't surprise me, we are not continuing this if this is going to be the level of production. Because from a paying user, you can't watch that.
Can you explain to me some of the shit that was not good?
Look they just stuck an image on the screen.
No, that's okay. That? No, that's fine. But look, the lighting... the lighting...
it doesn't transition
can't
off either.
see anything.
That's not great.
Mate, throughout the entire thing, none of the talent really know what's going on. The amount of times that players were called and it turns out they'd already been picked because the talent don't know who and who hasn't been picked. And it's awkward. Players would come down and be like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't mean you, mate. You have to go back." And just loads of bit where they'll be like, "Okay, now can Dave please say the name of the player?" And then it would just be quiet because the talent down there can't hear what the announcer is saying. And the amount of times they would be like, "Okay, throwing it back to you, Liz," and then it would just cut to a wide still crickets for 10 seconds.
Okay, I'll give it a watch later on because I want to see just the boys and how their teams turned out.
The thing is, and don't get me wrong, this is fixable. It's not like one of those things where you go like, oh no, this thing's like
Well,
completely
can you
cooked.
trust the production that's doing it now?
That's what I'm saying.
Because if they, oh mate, to drop a howler like that for something when it's launching,
This is the
the most important night, all eyes on it to see if it's going to turn out to be something cool, and
it's such
like
a shame
that.
because genuinely the talent they've got involved are incredible.
Yep.
The
that's a good
the
point,
actual
mate.
idea.
What do you reckon the boys are thinking?
I don't know I haven't spoken to like Toby, Simon, any of those boys, but you know, you can imagine a lot more of the mainstream lads in there, your Ian Wrights, the Gary Linekers and stuff. They got to be looking around thinking like, I'm not sure this is something we want to be part of unless this comes together nicely. Now look, I have a really good feeling that somebody like Ballers League, with the amount of money they have at their disposal,
They'll figure it out.
they're going to get this sorted.
They'll figure it out.
And it is a good idea.
Yeah.
The whole, like I said, the talent is in this great. It's literally just the production, and they'll just probably have to have some hard conversations and just get it right.
Yeah. Teething issues. Let's call it that.
Yes, and I think
Let's call it that.
that's fair.
Just a bad time to have them.
Absolutely. Anyways, look. Now, if you guys have listened to our Jamie Hutchinson, which by the way was unreal, thank you guys for your support on that. We did talk about jobs, and we talked about the most boring jobs. Obviously, we got all the out of touch comments. Fair enough.
We were asking for boring jobs, or we weren't trying to fucking disrespect anyone.
And he was
very open to saying, "Hey, like I posted on the Reddit or whatnot. Like he's a fan that's been listening."
And I have a boring
and
job.
You're saying we're just fucking mocking him for packing eggs.
Yeah,
no,
he called up because he said his job shit.
Yeah,
so fair enough. Anyways, we didn't want to just leave it there, obviously, and so we decided to find a fella with a very bizarre job. This lad is a mortuary assistant. Essentially, works in a mortuary.
And he deals with dead people.
His job is to handle dead bodies every day.
So, of course, in credits abroad, we've got him on the line.
Let's fucking go.
And I want to chat to him. This is fascinating in a weird way. And I hope you guys enjoy these little bits. I want to do more.
Diddle-oo, diddle-oo, diddle-oo. Oh, I might practice that ringtone.
Oh, God.
Hello, fella. You're all right there? You're on the line. You've just won
a visit to Chip's basement.
And a hand job, but not a chip in the basement.
Sorry, mate. That must have been the strangest start to anything.
I was pretending to be radio, mate. I'm sorry.
I want to apologize on Chip's behalf there.
I thought it was like AI then.
No.
Right. So I'm an NPC.
Actually, we're here to scam you.
Yes.
All right, okay,
Have you been missold, PPI?
Look, mate, would you mind just introducing yourself? Because obviously on the podcast, we've kind of tried to explain your job a little bit, but I just think you'd be way better at doing it. So if you wouldn't mind telling us, I mean, by the way, sorry, you actually don't have to tell us your name, but just actually, what's your job?
So I'm a mortuary assistant. Well, this is my second job. But, it's a mortuary assistant. So basically on weekends and some weeknights, I'll be on call. So like I could just get a phone call and I'll have to go and collect someone who has passed away.
Wow.
Oh, wait. So sorry, mate. You actually go to, let's say, like a crime scene, and you're the person that brings the body back.
So crime scenes, they usually go to the hospital, obviously for whatever they need to do there. But if, for example, if it's like it's just an old person just passed away at home or in a care home, then we'll go there. But I've been to the hospital to collect sometimes as well.
Wow.
After it's been at a crime scene.
Second job as well. What's the first job? If I'm
I'm an electrician, but
fucking hell. So you're sorting light bulbs on the weekdays and then fucking around with the dead on a weekend. That is.
I don't know if I'd phrase it like that, Chip. Fucking around with the dead on the weekend.
Well, like, you know, he's just pissing about, making a little coin, isn't he?
No, that's not what he's doing.
They're not going to mind. They're passed now.
Right. Okay, I've got
I
lots
think the family might have
I'll tell you what, I've got a question for you. When you've got them in the motor and you're driving them to wherever you need to be driving them, are you allowed to play music? Like,
or
keep a little Charlie XX on like Brat Summer and there's a dead person in the back? Or is that like, you know, not really allowed?
I could say you'd have it on. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, I think you need a little bit of a classical piano or something. Let them know that.
Yeah, probably be on a bit quiet, but yeah.
Or like some binaural beats. Bring them back to life.
You don't want them hearing, do you?
Yeah, you don't want like a dirty bass or like anything like that.
They won't hear probably because
I have to ask you a question about Because how long have you been doing this job? Sorry.
So I did it when I left. So I'm 20 now. I did it when I left school through the summer holidays.
Whoa, that's quite.
Oh mate, that's
and
some summer
that's kind
holiday
of how I got it.
Could have gone and worked in a pub, mate.
So
Yeah, but my mum actually works there. Like she manages the offices.
Nepo
so
baby.
Kind of how,
Nah.
Yeah, that's kind of how I got into it.
oh, fairs. Yeah.
Because I was just there to do like help out in the office over the summer holidays, and then I kind of got roped into doing the funeral, so pallbearing, and then when obviously I had work, call outs on weekends were perfect, and I could drive. So
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty crazy. I feel like the only way you're right you get into this is probably by knowing somebody, and well, in this case, your mum.
yeah, probably someone in the industry.
And so, is it common just to do this on? So wait, do you currently have 2 jobs? Is that what you were saying, or is this a full-time job?
No, this is so you can do it as a full-time job, but obviously this is just my like on the weekends or some weeknights I'll be on call.
Do they pay a pretty coin?
Yeah, I mean it's for a call out. It's £70. So
Okay, and how long would that take you?
it varies on the obviously distance from wherever the funeral like the funeral home is to the house. Usually it's within 15 20 minutes. So
that's
a call out would be probably an hour and a half from my door to back here.
Oh, fair. So you're decent. Do you can you expense your petrol? Can you expense your petrol?
Well, I mean, I only drive like 10 minutes to the actual funeral home, and then obviously we get in the van, which has obviously the beds and everything.
He's not putting it in his Civic.
Yeah, it's not going in his boot, mate.
Oh,
not sticking someone in my Ford Fiesta.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So wait, I'll have to ask then. What was it? So you obviously you see dead people, you see dead bodies.
Yeah.
What was it like when you saw your first one?
So the first one was actually when I was in the summer holidays. I walked past the mortuary, and I had to go in to get this slip for the office, like a certificate kind of thing. And I didn't think there was going to be anyone in there, but there was. I went in and two of the people who worked in the mortuary they were like dressing someone or something, and they basically just finished dressing them, got them in the coffin, and then I just seen legs. And obviously being like 17, it was like, whoa. But,
that's actually, that's a bit scary. Do you ever get nightmares?
No, it's quite rewarding, to be fair, because obviously when
hold on.
No, that sounds sounds bad,
I get hit from it.
No, not like that. So like when obviously I'll do a call out or a funeral, for example, like the family's there, and you kind of want to do a good job for them. But
I get that.
Yeah, when
nice.
obviously they're pleased with it, then it's quite rewarding.
Yeah.
But,
you sound like
I haven't had any nightmares or anything about
that. That's good. And have you when you're doing this sort of stuff, and I don't want this to sound too dark. I don't even know if it's appropriate to ask, but have you ever had like somebody that's like really messed up? From whether it be like a crash or something bad's happened to them.
We have. We've had people that have been like, for example, like hit by a car, and then that's not a nice sight. But most of the time, they're from the hospital, so they're kind of already in like a bag of some sorts when we when we get there. So
that's what I was going to ask then, like. Almost like not a step by step here, but so you obviously you get to the hospital or wherever, or would you wouldn't ever, like, if an old person passed away in their home, would you go just directly to the home or no?
Yeah,
you
just
would
directly to the home.
And so, and obviously there, like, then you have to kind of like package the body up. Like, what is that process?
So we have a stretcher that like obviously has like wheels on it, stands up, goes all the way back down to like just being flat on the floor. So we'd take that into the house if it's downstairs, of course, and then they'd be on, say, a bed or a chair. We'd get them onto the stretcher, and then close like a sheet that goes over them, and then zip the bag up, cover it up, and then just try and be just as discreet and quick as possible.
What was the first time you felt a dead body like? Because obviously they're quite stiff, aren't they?
Yeah. That was weird. I remember it because I had to hold their arm up whilst I was helping someone move them around, and it was like, it does feel weird. Like it's quite just there's no real.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's hard to describe it. They are just quite stiff and.
I hope I'd never have to experience.
Have you guys
that,
ever seen a dead body? You lads?
Yes.
Have
you?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't. I think I'd be quite upset if I saw one. I think I know myself well.
Yeah.
Like I was messed up when I saw Logan Paul's video and it's on the internet.
Right. Yeah, you'd be.
I was going to ask you though. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you'd done. Yeah. Like here's another one. What's the smell like? Like, is there a specific smell every time that kind of you can associate with a dead body?
Obviously, when someone's been there for a while, that's when a bad smell comes in.
Yeah.
But we're usually there just after the doctor's been to like confirm that they've passed away. So it's not actually like too bad then. But then obviously you move them and gases and everything releases, that's when bad smells start.
That's so peak. Like the fact that I know I'm just gonna shit myself.
Yeah, you probably will.
Yeah, that's so.
That last thing you do is you shit yourself.
Yeah, like
kind of relaxing though, because I love a good shit.
Yeah, maybe it's like one last hit.
So I'd be like, fuck it, get the best one out. Hopefully it's a ghost poo.
Oh yeah, ghost food. That's such a good point.
Ghost food to end it all.
No wipe needed.
And then I guess just in terms of like progress, like are you looking to progress in that role? I know it's only kind of like a part-time job for you, so
for me, not really. But obviously there is I can go to directing a funeral. So instead of just carrying the coffin, I'll be doing all the directing and have people for me, like with me carrying the coffin, kind of thing. That are doing it for me in a way.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the highest
Spielberg of funerals, bro. Lock in, my boy.
Crazy,
but
to be honest,
that is nuts. And I think you'd be able to answer this. I don't know if you're able to ever give names, and that's fine. But celebrities, have you ever dealt with one, or someone known?
We did. I did a funeral on the Saturday just gone, and it was being like live streamed across the world because they had quite important important people wanted to see it or something, and there was a bouquet of flowers sent by CBS News. So I'm actually not sure on the name of who it was. I was just there to carry the coffin.
Damn.
But, there was a bouquet of flowers sent by CBS News. So that was the first one that I've ever actually done that was somebody that was obviously important somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's important.
Everyone's important.
But I get what you mean.
They might have had some status in some way.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
They had a lot of family all over the world, and they were quite well off.
They must have been, yeah. That's bloody live streaming that. Get that shit up on Twitch.
Has there been one particular visit where you've been like, right, that really didn't sit well with me?
What, in a terms of like where it's like I've thought about it after for a while?
Yeah, it's sat with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. So that's mainly the funerals, because the kind of the call outs, you don't really get to like speak to the family a lot. You're kind of just trying to let them, obviously it's just happened for them, so you're trying to let them grieve. But there's been a funerals where I've heard like eulogies from people, and it's just like been like, it's quite emotional. Obviously everyone's there crying.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to a bunch of funerals, but I've been to a fair few.
Yep.
And
they're
pretty well. Yeah, the hamster. Yeah, you know what? I didn't meet the mortuary assistant of the hamster. That's a good point.
Good on me. I don't think I've done a hamster one though. I've not collected a hamster yet.
No, not yet. Maybe if I do one again, if I need another one of his pets to die. I shouldn't say that.
Probably not.
Yeah, listen, no. I hope they live long and prosper.
Yes.
Hamster's a bit different to a cat as well.
Whoa, no. All animals should be treated equally.
Okay.
All right, cheers, Chip. So when you squashed that fucking fly earlier...
I didn't squash a fly. I actually actively avoid killing insects because...
You're off to Hawksmoor tonight?
What?
You're off to Hawksmoor tonight?
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. What about the cow that's going to be mooing on your plate?
I didn't kill it.
Didn't think about that. Oh, okay, I like that.
So you're selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just...
All right, look, mate, baby. I realized that we're just sort of rambling. You're listening to a live podcast.
Yeah, it's class.
Look, mate, I mean... Anyone else want to ask you a question? I'm done.
I am done with the death talk.
That's pretty insane. That's a really cool...
Sorry for bringing the mood down.
No, don't worry, mate. Let's bring it back up with some words of wisdom.
Okay. Let me just say that. Oh fuck.
The man who moves mountains starts by moving small rocks.
Thank you, Chip. That shit got me bricked up.
So I remember that, pal.
Motivated now.
Motivated.
Exactly. Go do 20 press ups.
In the corner. In the corner.
Turn all the lights off.
All right, mate. Look, we're gonna leave you there. I want to say, bro, really appreciate you jumping on and organizing this with Proddy. I know that. Yeah, it's so cool to have you call in, and like, I don't really know how to wish you well with your job, but like, I hope you don't have any scary encounters or anyone coming back to life. That would fuck me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Definitely not. Any of them.
Nice and easy.
Nice one, bro. All right.
Nice one.
I'll chat to you in a bit, bro. Take it easy.
Have
a good one, boys.
Bye-bye.
Take care, mate.
Bye. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
That was class. Well,
Dope.
like, guys, the way that
Very
we
nice
want to
bloke.
get you all involved in stuff like this is you literally gotta jump on Reddit. Is it the Reddit or the Discord? Sorry.
Yeah, well, the last couple people have put their stories on Reddit, and that's how I found it.
Okay, cool. So, well, put it in both, guys. You jump on our Discord as well,
I was
please.
chatting in there earlier today.
That's how I end up contacting you through Discord.
Yeah, okay. So make sure you might as well jump on Discord. Give us your weird jobs. We want to hear from people that just do weird shit. We can have a little call like that. I find stuff like that fascinating because there's so many jobs in this world that you just don't realize happen. We had a guy that puts the eggs in the protein packet, and now we've just had a fella
Collects dead people.
Collects dead people. That's just wild. So yeah, do let us know. Jump on, and I think, guys, we're just gonna wrap up the episode there. That's put me in some mood. That has. Anyone else just feel a bit down?
I mean, it's
Well,
a bit
talking
peaky.
about death
But you know
can be
what's
always
quite
be-
nice is the fact that he doesn't feel too like fucked from it, and he's like, it's actually quite rewarding.
Yeah,
When he
know
said
what?
that, I like
it makes
that.
me feel like, even because it's somebody's got to do the job out there, and it's nice to know that when he's doing the job, it's not fucking him up or it's not having any bad effects on him.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the app there. Thank you guys all very much for listening. Of course, check out Fellas Loaded.
Download
We
it.
uploaded a bunch of the charity match content on there, extended versions.
Class too. And there's a Cube special in there as well with
yes.
Alpha, which is really good. So go watch it.
Guys, we'll chat to you all later. Sayonara, bitches.
Peace and love.